Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. On the move to his left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Finds the tight end. Fighting off the defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
This is a 3rd and long. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let him throw the football. Make him throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around now, hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better...
He's off to the races. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Stanford quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Virginia took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Cavaliers that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the shuffle. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. He'll do it himself. Quick step and go. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Second and goal for the offense. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up second and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy.
Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
That makes the score Washington 7, Stanford 6. Number 10, set to kick off.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they could put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Steps away. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Judovsky. The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Zings it complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Going up top on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On second down, just keeps firing. Looking deep. And he's got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. The field goal is no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half.
Set to kick off.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Huskies get it past the sticks.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Judovsky. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He'll try the left side. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 1st down, 10 yards to go. To the ground. He's got it again. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's Judovsky. Throws toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Offense getting set for first down. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. He makes a catch. Got a lot of running room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This offense has a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Judovsky. Hits him in stride at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play.
And they'll take over.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run. So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Stanford wants to push the pace. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. He wants it all. Touchdown, Stanford! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can...
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Can you believe this? A catastrophic mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and now we're a point away from a tie game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking left. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll come out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Manning. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Murphy. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Stanford going back to work with another first down. The give out of the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Going with the counter play here. Fights off a defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Dropping back, it's Judovsky. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now he's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Washington! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Washington, 35. Stanford, 31.
They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.